about all that Diddy has done for the culture. They asked me about Puff, and I answered it as honestly as I knew how to answer it. I know these people, they're not just public figures to me.
Watch you benefited from it. Nick Cannon used to sleep on my couch.
Wow.
13 years old. He'd be in one part of the house. He'd be like, can I, nigga, go back in there. You can't, go back in there. You can't come in there.
And he used to have these things called butt naked basketball games, okay? He would invite over a lot of like Hollywood's elite to his house for a basketball game, but it was men only. And they would be like, oh, we're just gonna get naked and play basketball. I was like, oh, haha. If you wanna know like who was probably at these games, just look.
Nick Cannon has broken his silence on the Diddy allegations, but it may have backfired as rumors suggest he might have been a victim himself. Allegedly, when Nick was 13, Jamie Foxx and Diddy did something disturbing to him. Jamie, who mentored Nick, is linked to Diddy's infamous parties, raising suspicions. Some speculate Diddy may have been involved in Jamie's recent health scare to silence him. Fans now wonder if something traumatic happened to Nick, prompting his defense of Diddy.
I find difficulty when I'm asked about people that I know about. It was either Breakfast Club or Angela Yee or something, and they asked me about Puff, and I answered it as honestly as I knew how to answer it. I know these people, they're not just public figures to me. So I have to almost do this dance about when it comes up, because just as much as I know Diddy, I know Cassie. I think what they brought up is like, I saw that, I kind of saying I'm praying for Cassie, trying to find the high frequency in knowing the story, knowing the right thing to talk about. I was like, this is someone who was hurt, who was victimized. But then when this question goes a little bit further, like, so what about Puff? I was like, I don't know how to feel about it.
Nick Cannon's recent comments defending Diddy amid allegations are raising eyebrows. In a resurfaced interview, he expressed sympathy for Cassie but refused to condemn Diddy, citing their personal relationship.
About Puff, I was like, I don't know how to feel about that. When I was going through my stuff, someone that called, checked on me, stood by me, stood up for me, and I was like, what do I owe?
Well, what does that mean? Stood by you, stood up for you.
Well, when no one else would protect me, or
whether it's Puffy or whoever, you want to be their brother first, not their PR agent.
But as a friend and as a brother, I want to defend.
But that's not your job.
It's not my job. So your advice to me is sometimes just say, I'm going to
reserve comment. That is my brother, and I'm going to reserve comment.
So that goes back to what this is all about, healing in the public eye as our brotherhood.
Nick Cannon's defense of Diddy amid allegations is controversial. Despite acknowledging Cassie's ordeal, Nick struggles to denounce Diddy due to their personal bond and Diddy's support during his tough times, expressing his instinct to defend him.
I would show up to the party in my little town car. This town, you know, I grab a town car so I could skirt. Puff the SUVs and the Bentleys, the whole night. He get out. I get out too with a camera. The big Canon, like, yo, Puff, I should document this shit, right? Yo, what's up, Playboy? What you talking about? I said, no, I should get this, man. You files for the whole night. He says, yeah, let him through. Excuse me. So I get there. But at that time, it wasn't like the little camera talking, and it was the big intrusive Canon. I had a battery pack. Hold on, man. Let me change the pack. Put my light on here. Do that again, Puff. Do that again. I missed that one. Do that again. Put the pack. So I started following him. So I followed him the whole time. I remember watching Puff at the Beverly Hills Hotel, filming this. And it's a pool party that is ridiculous, man. All of a sudden I get this, and then I flip the camera this way, there's Demi Moore and some young dude. I don't know who the dude is. So I said, Puff, who that? Oh, that's the young cat. I asked him, I said, cool. So I asked Demi Moore, I said, is it cool if she said, sure, whatever. it was probably a wild night. So I watched when they first, got together. So what happened was, I'm following Puff, and his parties were like amazing. In Philly, watch who benefited from it. Nick Cannon used to sleep on my couch. 13 years old. He'd be in one part of the house. He'd be like, nigga, go back in there. Go back in there. You can't come in there. He'd be like this.
Nick Cannon's comments defending Diddy amid allegations are puzzling. Despite his conflict, he chose to speak publicly, unlike other silent industry friends, Reports suggest that as a young aspiring rapper and comedian, Nick may have been victimized by both Diddy and Jamie Foxx. Jamie, who mentored Nick, revealed Nick was only 13 when he stayed at Jamie's house.
Moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you
New
over
York
to
City.
something called Puffy Flavor Camp
There you go.
to learn some...
Flavor camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's what it
camp.
was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In
to...
the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I
Come
mean,
on.
but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you
I
seeing?
went there to see the lifestyle,
Right.
And I saw it, and it was. But I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild. It was,
So
it was
nobody
crazy.
tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I ain't
and
say that.
Okay.
I didn't
But
say
you
that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place,
Uh-huh.
and I didn't necessarily understand.
Why were grown men inviting young male stars to live with them, like Diddy with Usher at Puffy Flavor Camp?
As a result of being around that man, Sean Puffy Combs, I don't sleep to this day. I have a problem sleeping to this day. Like, yo, man, I'm here to work, man. I ain't sang in a week. I mean, I'm 13 years old, and I'm telling him, look, you're gonna put me in the studio, man. You got Biggie Smalls in there, you got Craig Mack in there. I'm not here to party with you. I don't want to go to the clubs. Matter of fact, I'm too young to even be in here. Why you got me in clubs? We would fight. We would tough.
Nick Cannon and Usher both show parallels in handling Diddy's downfall. Usher's 2016 Howard Stern interview and another resurfaced one reveal his troubling experiences at Puffy Flavor Camp, causing him lasting sleep issues. Usher admitted they fought because he thought Diddy was helping his music career, but Diddy's intentions seemed different. This highlights a disturbing pattern with Diddy's interactions with young male stars.
You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
During the Howard Stern interview, Usher was asked if he'd send his kids to Puffy Flavor Camp. He said, "Hell no."
I think I don't think I would be the artist that I am today without the experiences that I had in New York City. But so great to have had those experiences because one, I didn't have a big brother and my dad wasn't there in my life as a kid. So all these experiences just readied me for life. So greater than just being an artist, that man helped me understand life. He helped me understand what it was to be an artist. He helped me understand what it was to be passionate about something. He helped me understand culture. He helped me understand business at a different level because I'm seeing him go from his independence to then becoming Puff Daddy. You know what I'm saying? And I got a front row seat looking at that. Thank God that I had that experience, you know?
You're a dad now. Would you send your kid to Puffy Camp? Hell no.
I felt a certain way when Usher got on Shay Shay, and I don't mean to mention other people's platforms, but he got on Shay Shay and he mentioned how great and how good Puff taught him and everything. You know what I'm saying? About the business, right? I know, and people know, that was around that in that time that Puff and Usher did have a situation. And that situation led Usher to the hospital. Now I let Usher explain that to y'all. I let Usher tell that story. But how dare you say a man that groomed you, you gonna give him a pass? Bruh, you know I know. Because you taking up for somebody that you know and a lot of more people know didn't do you right when you was at Diddy camp. And he said, yo, would you send your son to Diddy camp? And Usher said, no. Ask him why he won't send him to Diddy camp. But yet and still you praise him.
Yeah, man, and you said that, I know you can't go into detail, but you said that it was a situation where Diddy sent him to the hospital?
Let Usher explain that to you. Let Usher mama explain that to you.
After Diddy's allegations surfaced, Usher suddenly changed his tune, claiming Puffy Flavor Camp was the best thing that happened to him.
Got more baby mamas than
Yeah.
a Lord knows how.
Just wrap it up.
Still coming. I'm like a seahorse out here. That's just the way I'm procreating.
Conspiracy theories about Nick Cannon's expanding family range from organ donor schemes to involvement in a Christian cult. His defense of Diddy fuels speculation about his past, especially his time at Jamie Foxx's when he was 13. Fans suggest his comments hint at subconscious trauma. Concerns grow about his reckless lifestyle despite health issues like lupus. People question the true story behind his numerous children, urging deeper examination of Nick's behavior.